Hey everyone, your girl is here. So it's now officially about just after 12, literally just after 12. So I officially had warm-ups from dinner from last night. You guys can see my noodles, my Hamburg barbecue, which I've been warming this up for a while, and my pizza. Super, super hot. Still needs 5 minutes yet. So I'm gonna start in on this. As you guys can see, obviously as well, I just get done with my car, and obviously I called and got an appointment for my mirror, so very happy and excited about that. And then tomorrow I take it someplace at 9:30 and they're gonna look at the mirror and just put on the mirror, so that's really, really fun and exciting. So then obviously I'm able to get my another 5K done, and then I am officially able to complete a full marathon month, guys. Like, that is wild. You know, like I said yesterday, what a super Lush Life year this will be. And it's already starting off to a really good start as well, because I saw I got like 10 followers. So I was at like 565, and then and then I gained to 567, and then I think it was down like 564, and now I'm up at like 575, and I was like, oh my gosh, no way. Which is actually the highest that I ever was at last year. And you guys remember last year I didn't meet the goal of 600. I was very close though, if I would have kept all the people that I kept. So yeah, I'm very happy and excited to see that as well. And especially my Freaky Friday flashback, that's already, real time, can't keep up with how many video views it is. That's such a rewarding feeling, guys. Really rewarding, for sure. So yes, guys, I'm very happy and excited. I literally never thought. Now, next month, though, is going to be harder because I'm going to have only 28 days. I probably think I'll be able to get on a Valentine's Day run, so that'll be fun and exciting. And I never showed yesterday as well. I'll show it up here. My package says that it was supposed to be Monday, and they're definitely taking the easy way out. They definitely shouldn't. And my gram called yesterday for them to finally bring the mail. It's like, no, that's an essential worker. Like, it needs to be done, Because they had even showed Huntington UPS people, or USPS, people saying that we're doing it, right? We're getting the mail out to people. So, regardless, though, it still says Monday on the 26th, but then you can see it was in Indianapolis, and then they took it the whole way to Pittsburgh, guys. That's crazy. But that's what they do. Truckers run America, for sure. Alright, guys, I'm back. I think it's crazy that you can't even see my lights anymore as well, by the way. Isn't that crazy? But it's nice inside there. Very nice in there, guys. Very nice and red and just pink and... oh, yeah. Anyhow, it was a prank. I told them I was eating lunch. And they should, take some time to have lunch, too. Mm-hmm. Sorry, guys. I was getting tired of, speeding while... I'm going to have a lot of speed up parts. So I'll just finish with every time I move a dish now. And then we'll get to the rest of updates and stuff like that. And then also have to do some push-ups and some plank videos. So we'll get to some anchor practice as well. And then I can treat this like I would on break. kind of like I did at my break in June last year until the 4th of July. And listen to like 15 minutes every single day and make sure that everything is finalized, because the standout video, if it is indeed my final, and I've already shared, it is time to remove the 90/100, and just 90 and slash is just going to be removed, and it's going to be 100%. So I need to make sure everything that I want to say is said, even if I think it's self-explanatory, and I want to include it anyways. I'm going to do it, and I have to make sure, again, it's for sure for that finale. So yeah, anyhow guys, wait until I'm done, and yeah. Pineapple, orange, banana juice, and my first bite of my there we go, and my first bite of my noodles. And then I'm probably gonna have some honey tea then today, so get my honey in me, decongestant, you know. That's a nice reset Thursday, you know, too. Especially since, again, I had all day yesterday to take it down a notch, you know. Especially with, you know, all of that work. It was like a 19-day stretch, guys. It was wild. And I've been, again, doing really, really well keeping up and everything. Hey everyone, your girl is here, so it's now officially time to pour in my honey and take a nice little relaxing drink and drinks of this tea. Add in my honey. So obviously it has been a very long time since I've had honey in my tea and honey peanut butter toast and all of that. And it's also been a very long time since I have had a drink where I'm going like this. It has been a last Super Lush Life. Was the last time I took a photo like this. Obviously, I've used this a couple times, right? And had a couple glasses and jugs or cups, you know, thermals, whatever terminology you choose to use, you know. I mean, it keeps it hot for 10 minutes. It's thermal to some people. Some people, most of the times, it's the first thing that goes through people's mind is like 4 and 5 hours, right? Like you're going on a hike and you want a thermos. But yeah, anyhow, guys, here we go. So, add in my honey. I like a lot of honey in mine. So, add in the honey. And then eventually, well, I can't get a photo like that here, because even when the sun does come up in the kitchen window, it doesn't come up you know, like in my face. So I won't be able to copycat photo, but I can eventually at some point just do a photo like that again. I'll get out my purple tank and all that. Be really, really good. So here we go, guys. That's good, guys. It's still really, really hot. So, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead here and listen to some music while this cools down for a little bit. And after about 2 songs, I'll be back on with you guys. Hey everyone, your girl is here. It's now a little bit later, obviously. And this tea is very, very good. It's calmed down to a nice level. It's really, really good, guys. So, as soon as I finish it here, we'll go ahead and we'll do some push-ups, and then we'll do some anchor practice, and we'll just be ready to roll. Taking it nicer and slower and easy, and that's good. So, anyhow, guys, talk to you guys later. Alright, guys, let's officially get to my push-ups. I'm only going to do 15 today because I'm still feeling the burn from yesterday. That was wild, guys. But this is good practice, right? Like I said, it's good to know, because then it helps me with my, you know, my list, and I think that I did pretty good then as well with my list, because, day 2. Well, again, I don't want to give it away yet. Very soon, though. Once I'm actually in Florida, yes, on my first night in Florida, we will officially go over my list together. And then, yeah, pretty much until... Well, we'll do my first 2 nights in Clearwater for sure when we get there. Then once we get to Miami, we'll do all the Miami days. And then we will officially do the South Carolina days. So, anyhow, guys, let's go ahead here and let's do my push-ups. And then we will officially do more anchor practice. So, oh, and my plank, too, from up on the bed. Or I might just honestly... Yeah, I'll put you... I have to get out my tripod. All right, guys, here we go. Ready? Focus, Alyssa. Focus. Ha! Only 10. Alright, guys, just 5 more. Alright, guys, there we go. Let me get out my tripod. We'll do my plank now. Alright, guys, let's officially get into my plank now. Can you guys see? Yeah, you guys can see pretty good. You know what? I'm gonna bring you guys actually closer to the edge of the bed. Well, no, I just gotta get you guys down. Alright, guys, that's much better. Okay. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Focus, focus. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, guys. Alright, guys. Now I will officially get out my anchor. And we'll practice together there. So here we go. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So coming to you guys today now. What is that? 10 feet, okay. So as you guys can see, obviously I use about 10 feet whenever I completely remove all of the initial strands that were all tied up and kinked there. So now I have to figure out on average about how much rope I'm going to use and get at least somewhat of an estimate. And then I'm gonna need to actually measure out the proper feet, so 25 feet plus however much on average that I use. So I remember last time it was almost like an arm's length worth. Yeah, it was pretty much an arm's worth length. So then once I leave my anchor down here, we figure out how much on average I use. Wait. Come on, Alyssa. Get it together, girl. So I go in this way. I have to go in this way again. Not back the other way. What the heck? Okay, so I'm right now, as you guys can see, I'm just doing full arm movements, full arm lengths. So this is number 2. You know, I might be able to get number 3, guys. Let's see. I mean, I got number 3 last time. Okay, good. Okay. There's number 3, guys. Okay. So now, with all that being said, I got nice 3 anchor points. Okay. So I could probably figure it out right now then. How much this is. I mean, it goes way up to there, guys. I got to extend my entire body. Well, because, again, I'm doing arm's length, so it makes sense. You know what? Let's actually measure it right now. While I have it out here, let me get you guys. And it's nice and taut, too. And again, this doesn't need to be, you know, perfect, but I need to see how many inches gives me, you know, a good wiggle room like last time. So I'm up to about 32 inches, which is 2 feet 8 inches. So basically 3 feet, guys. Well, I'm going to actually also have to measure this right now, too, because I need to see how much feet actually I'm bringing up then from where it is. So, with that being said, guys, alright, give me a second here. Okay. And you guys can see it's 97, which is 8 feet. Let me show you guys. See, right there at the start, where it starts, the whole way down to here, 8 feet. Okay, so I have 8 actual working feet, and, so 8 working feet it would be, and then, like, 2 actual feet that I moved there. So I bet you combined between, you know, bringing this up and the anchor top here, I bet you I probably used at least 5 feet just doing the anchor itself. So this again is a good practice, guys. Okay, so now with that being said, wait, no, leave that there. Just bring this down and only do to like up here. See, no, I need more to work with. Okay. Like that, guys. Okay. So what was it, like 4, and then I just kind of brought it down? You know what, guys, I'm actually doing this way too high. Oh, I see what it was. I know how I did it last time. Alright, guys, look at that. Alright, guys. Now, there we go, guys. Look, that gets me 2 down here. Alright, and then to find the best place. Alright guys, I mean this is more of just a massive knot, and then there is just a little bit of play, and with it only being, you know, like seaweeds and stuff, like I don't feel like it would be terrible. Actually, I could probably... Okay. So you guys can actually see I did kind of do my own little hangman's thing there again. But yeah, I mean, okay. Yeah, guys, that isn't going anywhere for sure, and I really like it too. You know. Oh my God, yeah, that's not going anywhere, guys. Even if it did get caught somewhere, you know. What happens if I tried to loop it through just one more time? And then if I did loop it through just one more time. Alright guys, well we'll continue this when I get home tonight, but I've pretty much got it through. I can almost get to it. But then just loop that through this center area here, and yeah guys, I mean it wouldn't go anywhere for sure. Yeah, and you guys can see it even makes a nicer, newer hook. So yeah, this isn't going anywhere, guys. And this again, yeah, is the working knot, so it would go the whole way through, and it would literally need to come through, unloop, and then unloop all of this, and then loop, unloop all of this. So it wouldn't go anywhere. So I feel like I've done pretty freaking good, guys. So anyhow, though, I will have to get ready for work here soon, so I'll go ahead here and I'll get going, and then get this video up after work. We will probably have just a real short little video once I get home, and then yeah, that'll pretty much be it. So, and then also today, while I was on, that's so weird, it fell down from just that little bit. There we go. No! So also today when I was on break, I did, or at my car appointment, I did also request my time off, which was the 3rd until the 23rd. So it's actually a 2-week vacation, but because of the days that I work and everything, it's gonna end up being 2-week vacation and 3 full weeks off work. Oh, and what do you know? A different number, I believe, is calling me. Because I actually told them to call me back because I was on lunch, and now they're actually calling me back. That's wild, guys. So, anyhow, I'll post the photos here at the end. So, anyhow, guys, talk to you when I get home tonight. Hey, everyone, your girl is here. So, coming to you guys tonight now. I just want to come on really quickly and do my after work celebration video. So, obviously, I did have a really good night. We were kind of slower, but that was okay. And expected. So anyhow, guys, coming to you guys tonight. Now, I did want to also share that we will officially go bowling. So to have some Super Lush Life nostalgia, because if you guys remember my last Super Lush Life 2024, before the total solar eclipse, we went bowling together. So this time we'll go bowling again. I already have a pretty good idea on the day, and then we'll go for a run afterwards as well. So to kickstart Super Lush Life here, and kickstart my super early, you know, or my shorter month, the shortest month of the year, trying to get 26 miles in 28 days, guys. That'll be an achievement. So, yeah. So, anyhow, guys, that's pretty much it for today. I do have to obviously get going to bed here really soon. I did want to share as well, you guys saw obviously, or you guys remember, I obviously had last week, right? I had a, well, if this was Thursday, or if this was Wednesday, I would have had a, well, alrighty then, Wednesday, right? So, yes, obviously I had that tonight, and it's crazy because 50% is now turning into, 100%. Um, Obviously, because again, it was Friday last year, so, and then Saturday this year, um, Saturday this year is the 4th of July. And this Saturday, I'm completing my Freaky Friday mindset of last Friday, where I continued to run and got up to 5 miles instead of, only 4 or 4.5, right? Like, I literally went the whole way to 5 miles, and now I only have to do a 5K, and boom, I complete it. So, yeah, it's really, really cool. Just how everything is, like, two nostalgia reminders, or I don't really know what to call today's video, honestly, but I'll come up with a video really quickly, or I'll just think of it tomorrow, honestly, and then just change the title. But it was wild because you guys remember, obviously, that was a super Lush Life day last year. And obviously, there was girls, well, one girl, obviously, and she had like black shorts, yoga shorts, and they were pretty high. And I was like, well, alrighty then, guys. Well, alrighty then. Because if you guys remember, obviously, my one-piece bikini that I did whenever I went to do the Susquehanna, obviously that was pretty cheeky in the back whenever I bent over. And yes, obviously I had to do a lot of blurring. And no, that's not the purpose of the video. And although there is some people that would hone in, and this time I do have to hone in and kind of cater, so to say, to that group that may have noticed that part more, looking at the whole video, because that's what I'm referencing right now. So it's probably like one, and then, or what it was there, and then like a whole nother. So do that like times 2. So do what was shown and then multiply it by 2. So that was really freaking crazy. And then obviously I did kind of do like a what would you do, and I kind of put myself in my shoes, like how would I feel. And obviously anybody knows that even if a person is wearing their work clothes, it's still very, very creepy and a red flag. Even if I wasn't wearing, and I was just wearing the same kind of clothes, again, very weird. Now if you have all black, definitely very creepy, run the hell away, right? But anyhow, guys, so I did obviously get in my car really quickly and then go to the parking lot because I really wanted to show you guys this time, but unfortunately, they had already left. And it was really, really quick too, because like, you do, we obviously park on our own side of the building and stuff, but I knew that obviously, more than likely nothing, she wouldn't like freak out, right? But still, you just kind of put yourself in their shoes. It probably wouldn't be like, or like also like if you did tell somebody about it, you can actually prove yourself then, right? Like I said before, I've shared other stuff on my page, right? So yeah, and then also have that credibility, like I shared before, and it wouldn't be like, more than likely she wouldn't ask me to, obviously, but again, that's on like the far end of stuff, because yes, it is yoga shorts, right? And it's yeah, it's pretty much, you see that all the time, obviously, and people see people in yoga shorts, probably. I mean, like, somebody could be getting up from, like, they could be all like, oh my god, I'm done with this game. Like, they could get up out of their seat at a basketball game and be in the picture that's on the front of the picture or the paper about a person taking that final shot. And you can actually see that, obviously, again, the focus would be on the basketball, right? Duh. But there could still be in the background. Okay, you guys get the point, right? But yes, I did obviously then have to go way off in the distance, but it was only like 3 minutes. And then I was like, okay, well, I can just tell my followers this. Like, I don't need to, really, really figure it out and just wait, and then, because again, if I did wait over 3 minutes, then that's an issue. Debatable, yes. And obviously, again, don't have an issue with that stuff. But, yeah, some people would say that's an issue, and then at that point, there's more going against me, if I did, for those people, right, who pose that speculation, right? It's like, maybe I have a serious issue with lust, right? I mean, it was more than 3 minutes, They probably already went by the time that, you were, they were probably parked pretty close and all. Again, you guys get the point. So, yes, regardless, guys, you guys will just have to believe me, and obviously you do. So, yeah. So, anyhow, guys, I'll go ahead here and I'll get going, and then I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. That was a nice little addition to add on to, which made it like 8 minutes. So, anyhow, guys, we got bowling coming up as well. Obviously, I just shared that. And then tonight, I'm going to have just a couple of these here before bed. And then we will get more conversation hearts for sure. And then, obviously, I have to get my Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. I'll probably get them after we go bowling. Probably going to go bowling after the start of the month. So, anytime after Monday. So, anyhow, guys, I'll go ahead here. I'll get going to bed. And then tomorrow, we'll have a really, really good day. And it'll probably be shorter, but that'll be okay as well. It'll probably be like 20 minutes. Today was 40. But yeah. So, anyhow, guys, I'll go ahead here. I'll get going, and I'll talk to you guys later. And I never shared the 4th of July layout, but obviously, again, that is much more creepier. And then, obviously, sharing that and it actually being true that I did actually take the picture to actually show you guys that, yeah, some would say, that's just an issue that I obviously would need to work on. But again, I don't have that issue. But, obviously, so for example, they had like their own little stand up here. Okay, so the sticker is the stand, full of like dish washer fluid, stuff like that, little odds and ends, like that. And then obviously the 2 bathrooms here in the corner, then all 4 coolers, and then the back wall obviously with like the ice slushies, right, and stuff like that. And then across from that is like the pretzels and the chips, and then on the other side of that is the candy, and then the honey buns and like sweets, and then sweet and salty granola bars, the sweets, the 4 trays of as well, and then like the beer cooler here. I already shared the bathroom and that whole kit and caboodle. Then lottery tickets, then that set of doors, right, and then the registers, like the caddy corner back into like the freezer, right, and then the other set of doors, right, and then the 2 self-checkouts, and then the other door on the other side. So yes, if I waited there after the 4th of July, because I had actually, so then the parking lot went this way, and then it went this way, and I was actually parked at the very corner. So obviously, again, I could have seen both doors, but again, I didn't wait there. You guys obviously already know that, and again, I didn't take any pictures or anything to show like, hey, here I am, guys, now, or oh, here I am now afterwards. Again, you guys just have to believe me. But that's definitely an instance where it would be very, very creepy to be doing that stuff for reals. You definitely would have a time where you could be confronted, and it probably wouldn't be as, like lighthearted, like, hey, just stop, right? Like eventually, it would, yes, it would be probably pretty bad. And again, you have to be aware and be okay with that from time to time, right? It's like, yeah, if you can't handle that energy being thrown back at you, then maybe you don't put out that energy, or just be prepared for when that energy does come back at you. And then again, obviously, there's reputation that people check, and all sorts of other stuff, right? Like, is there, like for people who go to that person's defense, well, they're only doing that when they're in the heat of the moment or something like that. Okay, well, let's see how they act when they're not in the heat of the moment, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get their true character, right? And stuff like that. So, anyhow, guys, I'll go ahead here. I'll get going. I never shared that. So, and that also gets me up to like almost 40 minutes. So, anyhow, guys, I'll go ahead here. I'll get going. I'll talk to you guys later. Wait, you know what? Actually, no, I didn't get a receipt that time because I only went to the bathroom. You know, I probably could figure it out, honestly. And actually, I will try to figure it out. But that'll obviously be in tomorrow's post. I'll go to the 4th of July. I'll see the first photo that I took at the trailhead. And for, you know, the Enola low grade, it's called, the Turkey Hill Over Trail look. So I'll look and see when that was and then go on my step log. But I don't like that, again, it doesn't do every, like, it used to do every, like, 3 minutes how many steps you got. Now it does it in the 30s. And I think it was, like, 20 minutes. So, but depending on what time exactly it was, like, if it was at 10:29 when I got done at Sheets, well, then, you know, we'll know because the step from 10:30 to 11 will be in the thousands. So, anyhow, guys, that'll be tomorrow for a Freaky Friday flashback, you know, and then Super Lush Life. And again, I already shared how Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday has just been an amazing just come together and just remind me that this Super Lush Life, guys, will be killer, guys. All right, guys, talk to you guys later.